Alright, here comes another training video. And to refresh your memory, what a training video is where I talk about a particular topic that I think in some way relates to SA, and I give you my opinion, my thoughts about it, and then I'm hoping to get feedback from you so that you can train me, that you can tell me, yes, I see your point, but here's where you could improve upon that, or outright criticism, whatever it happens to be. This is a way for us to have a forum, a discussion, if you will, about various topics. I already did one on self-esteem. I got some very interesting feedback, and so here it goes again. And I want to talk about a concept of, or the concept of self-love. Now, in my own experience, I had heard as a younger man about self-love, and I didn't quite understand what people were talking about. Of course I would hear often that if you never learn how to love yourself, that you can't learn to love others. Over the years I have discovered that that is a very, very true statement. And what it really relates to, what it really is talking about or addresses, is the fact that everybody's human and that we all have our idiosyncrasies, our shortcomings, and so on and so forth. Things about ourselves that we wish we didn't have. Of course, if you have SA, one of those things would be SA, of course. I don't have SA, but I have plenty of things about myself that I don't like, shortcomings, and so on. And I, as probably many other people, did not like myself for those reasons. When I really, and I forget exactly how it happened, but when I really caught on to the concept of self-love, it was a really dramatic change for me. And what I discovered was that by learning to accept and to even embrace as part of my being these idiosyncrasies and these shortcomings, that I was much more forgiving of myself, and I was much more open to criticisms, and I'm much more prepared to do something about it. And how I began that interaction with myself, the acceptance of those things, not just in thought, but something that I actually did, and I know people have done this with success as well. And I know it sounds crazy, so if you decide you want to give it a try, I recommend you make sure you're alone, nobody's watching you, because it'd be awfully embarrassing. And what I did was, while I'm alone, looked into a mirror and talked to myself. A very candid, blunt conversation about what I thought of me. And I discussed with myself those areas about me that I did not like, and I wanted to change. So in the discussion with myself, I basically told myself that I'm aware of it, I'm aware of all these things, but I love you, I accept you in spite of that, of those things. You are what I am, and I embrace it. I'm going to help you change it. I want to see you succeed, but I'm not going to jump on you for making those mistakes, because I care about you, and that is part of you, and I'm going to help you get over that. Now, I think that how this relates to SA, I made this other video on self-esteem, and if you haven't seen it, you can see it. I've got it posted on About Us on our site, or you can go to my YouTube account, which my YouTube account is Tom LPL, as in Larry Paul Larry, TOMLPL. And I think if you don't love yourself, those things about yourself that bother you, that make you not, you don't accept yourself, how can you expect others to you're not going to think that others can possibly accept you if you can't accept you. So that, I think, would add to SA. My recommendation is give it a try. And again, I mean, I'm sure if you're like me, you've done plenty of embarrassing things in your life, and you don't want to make this be one of those things. So make sure you're alone, because believe me, it would really be embarrassing. When I think of some of the conversations I've had with myself, looking in the mirror, if somebody was watching, it would be really, really embarrassing. So anyway, but it's effective. It's effective. So I recommend you give it a try. And I'm making this video July 5th, and so Dave & Buster's is the next meeting place. I hope we get a big turnout, but each meeting keeps getting bigger and bigger, so I hope we can keep that momentum going, and we had 17 people at the last meeting, so maybe we can get it up above 20. That would really be cool. And I know it's hard, but I'm rooting for you. I've published my cell number. I'll do it again just before the meeting, and help anybody that needs help getting there. And that's about it. So and please, I'm going to post this on the message board. And or I think maybe what I did last time, I had it actually as a poll. And if you could comment on this for me, I'd appreciate it. Makes me, if I get good comments that whether it's critical or not, that, hey Tom, this is valuable, helpful, thank you, then I keep it up. If I get no comments or whatever, then I'll just stop doing it. So, because I don't want to just bore everybody. Anyway, that's it. So hopefully we'll see everybody at the Dave & Buster's over at the Spectrum.